I am going to open this exact build Gradle file. And it's time to paste the configuration inside the braces of dependencies right here. Great. Heading back to Chrome, if we look at the second part, we can read that we need to add some configurations to the build Gradle. Now to the one inside the Android app folder. So let me copy the com.google line, open the app level build Gradle, scroll all the way down, and paste it here. We also need to make sure that the min SDK version inside the default config has a minimum value of 21, as it's required for Firebase to work. If you wanted to use Firebase for older versions, that is, the ones below 21, then you would need to enable multidex. I'm gonna just keep it set to 21, which is good enough for the project. Cool. We have done everything now, so we can finally click on Next and on the Continue to Console button. Before moving on with the setup for the web, let me copy the Cloud Firestore package, which is basically a database service from Firebase that we are gonna be using in this project. In order to use Firebase, we need to have at least one of the Firebase packages installed. So I'm gonna head over to the pubspec YAML file, paste it here, and hit pubget. We need to initialize the Firebase now. Doing that is really easy. I'm gonna start by making the void main function asynchronous, and this means that I have to write async here. Then I need to write widgets flutter binding ensure initialized, followed by Firebase initialize app. And let me import the Firebase core package now. So this is exactly how we initialize Firebase for Android and iOS. For the web, however, we need some different configuration to initialize it. And what's important, that configuration won't work with the rest of the platforms. So firstly, the app needs to be able to detect if it is running on the web or not. Let me import the package called foundation Dart then. And after that, let me write show KLS web. KLS web is a variable which returns true if the app is running on the web. Let's now write if Then kIsWeb in parentheses, open braces, and if it returns true, we are gonna run the following line. Await Firebase initialize app. Tap into the options property and write Firebase options. We are gonna add some properties here a bit later. And now we are going to type else, and within the brackets we should cut and paste this line here. So basically, if we run the app on the web, this line will be used for the initialization. But if it's not web, it's Android or iOS, Firebase will initialize with this line. Once we're all done, we can continue